All right, for this SBA, you have some bolts that have to go into the end. I love that you have your bolts in. Now, the first problem that we have here is this. This circle that is circumscribed, this should be touching the actual bolt. So that's the first thing that must touch the bolt. And the next thing here is that these are the center of where this hole is off. You have it here at 23 and then 15 coming down. I would probably prefer you to do a 15 and 15 or 15 by 15. Let me change this dimension. Alright, so we come over here. I'm going to come across 15 and bring this straight down. So we just move this. You're still watching, Terry? Alright, so I want that over there 15 by 15. It actually sits good there. This actually looks pretty good. Now, this circle here is for what, Terry? What's that circle for? Washer? If that's a washer, I will probably like your washer just to be a little... Should I want it bigger though? Actually, no. I'll draw it in the front view. So you have it at 24. Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. So when we come up, your washer should be up here. 2 millimeters is a good measurement for your washer. So I have just projected up the washer and we trim. You understand that so far? Alright, so anybody else who has submitted work, pay attention please. If you have submitted work, pay attention because this will be helpful. So now we're drawing a nut. So you need to project up the top of your nut. And just going to draw this line here along. So we extend up the center as well. And we extend up this edge here. So the reason that I am clicking here and then drawing the line up long is so that I can trim this one time. So I can just delete that. All right, how high is your nut, Terry? What's the height of your nut? You don't know? So, all right, so we'll try to offset it at 5. Pay attention, please, for those persons who are behind. And if you have submitted your work, just pay attention to what I'm doing. All right, so I have drawn the height of this nut here at 5. It looks a little stumpy, but that's not a major problem. Let me just dimension here to the left. It's important to know these dimensions just to make sure you're going right. All right, so now we're going to draw the bumps. Redraw this line, draw it to the center, then draw it across, and then we're going to offset 1 because this is a little low. And we're going to do a 3-point circle in here. Left, right, 1. Nathaniel, you following? Left, right. Here, will you following? So please watch because your work has been submitted. All right, so we put 2 bumps in there. And I'll just delete the extra line. Oh, seems like the extra line was deleted. All right, so that is the front view of the nut. You follow me on that? I can't hear you. All right, so watch now. So the 2 corrections that I made, which you have to do for the others theory. You are correcting the distance here. So that needs to be done for all the 3 others. You are also drawing in the view here of the nut. Now this hole that is here, this is the shaft of the nut, right? This is the shaft of the bolt that's going down. Not hearing you, Terry. All right, so 10, 10. All right, let me do our radius 6. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it at radius 6. And have that as the thread. So because this is a bolt, it has threads coming down. We need to make sure, y'all talking too loud, guys. You need to make sure that you have your bolt coming through the work. So we have our bolt coming down, and then you'll just have a measurement for it, maybe how long it will be to end. So I'll just offset this, and I'll offset it at about 22. All right, so that's the end of my bolt down here. You clear on what I did so far? So now I'm going to project up the threads. So these are the threads. And I have to do my 45, so I'm going to offset 1. And I just put in my 45 here. And now we need to trim. All right, so that is my bolt. Everybody's clear on that? No, stop showing them that, please, Avron. I'm explaining it here to them, so you don't need to look at that. It's all right, but look here, because then they're going to just be copy and pasting. So this should be a center line. All right, so that's the bolt there. Over here now, so you will do that over this side. You clear on this? So here's the second error. The distance from the front to the plan must be the same as the distance from the front to the end. So if that there is 30, we want to offset this 30 going across. So we just move it here and delete the extra line. So now it's in the correct location. Now we have to draw the 45. So we come here, 45 degree, project across, project up. So these things here should line up. I'm going to project across the bolt now. So this is the line here for the bolt and also the washer. You understand what I just did? So we're projecting up, all right? All right, so now I'm going to project across my nut. So you realize that the bolt that is going down through here, you're following the bolt that's going down through here. On this front side, we can see 2 bumps. That's because we're seeing the bump over here, the bump here. But when we project across to the end, we're going to see 1 bump, 2 bump, 3. You follow me on those bumps? If you don't follow, please say. Raheem, please stop talking. Remember, we're making a video, so you're disrupting the video. So we come across here. And then we have our space for our 3 bumps. Now, we just need to project this across. So we go 1, project that there. And we go over this line. The reason that we do over this line is so that we can find, so AutoCAD can show us the center for the actual bump. 3-point circle, left, right, up. 3-point circle, left, left, right, and up. What I'm showing you is helpful, Thierry? Alright, so that's it. The only thing that I have here missing, or that we have here missing, is the shaft which is going through on the washer. So I just need to project across the washer. Come here, 1, come there 2, and that's it. Alright, so what I need you to do now, theory, is you need to draw in your nuts. Change this, change these, draw in nuts and the bolts here, and then we're gonna go to drawing in your nut up here. You clear on this so far? Alright, so Nathaniel, now you have to do the same thing that theory did, because you just have these drop anywhere. And you can't just have these drop anywhere, these bolts here. So what I would suggest is maybe you offset maybe 18. Instead of 15, offset 18 in, so that that's your center. And then we move the bolt that we're using. Wait, bolt. You forged this? How do you draw this hexagon? Can't hear you? Well, you need to know, because in the exam you're gonna have to do a hexagon. Alright, yeah, this is forged, so we can use this. Alright, so what I would suggest you do is, and this is the problem I've found with them with them looking at the other paper, because then all they're gonna try to do is copy and paste what is there, instead of actually learning and understanding what they're supposed to do. So you see the problem I've found? Right, so when we come here now, we're gonna draw the shaft. The shaft can either be at 6 or it could be at 5. It's up to you. I did yours at 5. Now we're gonna do the circle for the top of the bolt. I think this size here should be okay. Let me see how big this is. So that's 23. So I'll probably do your bolt at 22. So we come here, radius, and I'll do yours at 11. So that's the size of your bolt. And now we're gonna come here. This is how we draw a polygon, a hexagon. This is how we draw a nut, a hexagonal nut. So you click polygon. It has here empty number sides. Enter 6. Enter. Specify the center. The center is here. Do you want it to be inscribed or circumscribed? If it's circumscribed, the circle is inside of the hexagon. So that's what we want. We want it to be circumscribed like this. You understand? The other's supposed to be still following too, because this information is important for everyone. This looks a little big though. This not look big to you? I think that look big. I can circumscribe it and draw another circle. 6, enter, specify center. So we can inscribe it this time. Put it there. So now that we inscribe it, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to bring a new circle for the edge. Right, so that's flush. I think that's a good size. Let's check the measurements. That's at 19. And then we have this here at 10. And we can put our washer. You see how far I'm zooming in to get the correct center? I can put the washer at 10, 11. I want that washer 11. I guess that works. I don't want it 11. Do at 12. Right, so that's for this one I just put a big washer. So the washer for you is bigger. And the same principle that we were showing to Yuri is you project up and you complete this view. You understand? So the same things that I explained to theory. Alright, and so you will know that these bolts here are wrong, these are incorrect. Alright, stop working everyone and pay attention. Can you see that this here is lopsided? You can see that this is lopsided? Like this is the hole here. But yet this is up here. You see that? You can see it lopsided? Hold up, pay attention. Wow. Even this, like the center is here, but there's less space on this hole versus that. You see that? So these are errors that we cannot make these errors. And these errors come back here. So let me just check. Pay attention to theory. All right, that center is good. This one is good. Good. Oh no. What he centered that way went on it? Like seriously? What happened that they moved him down? They probably don't like him. So we move him up. You're supposed to be there. I don't know what Nathaniel was thinking. So what's this? Oh no. What's going on there, Nathaniel? Nathaniel, you got bare arrows on this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Alright, so Nathaniel. My best advice for you, start to scratch. Cause look at these, look at these. Look, you got two different centers there. Yeah, same wrong there. Alright, Herwood, let me give you some feedback. Let me check your circles first so I don't hurt my head. These are supposed to be hidden, I think. Hidden detail. Alright, so we check this. Good. 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 Jeez, songwriters. Well done, there. So Herwood. Alright, so that hole is in nice. The nuts look like foolishness, look a little small. Do your nut a little bigger, sorry. Your nut should probably come to this circle. So make your nuts a little bigger, but this is good. Alright, pay attention. Now what Nathaniel did is, I think Nathaniel actually drew the figure back to the correct measurements. So let me explain this part here. Pay attention. Sorry, Herwood. Jalen actually did it to the correct measurements. And you realize that the pulley has a big hole in it. Why this look off? Oh, that's 6. This 4. All right, so look here, Win. Delete this. We go back to the basics for the question. Okay? I want you to make sure that the basic measurements are correct. And once the basic measurements are correct, this can be correct. So you draw over here first, make sure that these are correct from the CSC question I gave. And then project across. So these are incorrect. You have to change these washer. Look at this. You realize that over here small and over here big? You see that? You see those two different measurements? You see how small this piece is? And how big that one is? Look, yeah, so just delete that. So you're going back to the start here with Nathaniel, you're going back to the start as well. And then we're going forward from there. I think you still have some incorrect measurements on this. Thierry, you're missing a hidden detail in here, Theory. I think this might be the hidden detail. You just check radius 15. The bushing is radius 15. Avron, check there for the bush. The diameter of the bush or the radius of the bush. Is it radius 15? Look at the paper quickly, please. The paper that you've been copying from for your whole day. Quick, quick, quick. Yeah. Sorry? Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you started this. Nice. Radius 30 for bush, right? All right, so look, no, look. What Theory has here is the base drawing. Pay attention, fellas. This hole that is here, the radius 30, that must come across here in the pulley. The pulley has a hole in it radius 30. See that? So now the pulley has that hole radius 30. This is one of the conditions for the SBA. The pulley has a big hole in it. You understand? You understand? When we put the shaft here through the pulley, pay attention everyone. There is a big space here. Let me just show you. You realize that there's a space here between the radius 30 and the 16 for the bolt. You understand that? So what we are doing is we're putting a part called a bush in here. So a bush is something that looks like this. Draw online. All right, internet seems to, okay, so the bush looks like this. It's a cylinder with a hole in it. And what it does is it acts as a spacer. You understand that? So what we are doing is we're taking the bolt and we're gonna have the hexagonal head there. So this hexagonal bolt is too big for the actual bracket. You understand this? The uprighty bracket. So the whole of this, these two holes here line up. But when we bring the pulley now, the pulley has this big hole in it that the bushing has to go in. And once the bushing fits inside of the pulley, you then push the bolt through the bushing. You understand that? So when we go back to the drawing now, when you come to complete your drawing, you have to make sure that you section the bushing because that is going to be cut depending on your cutting plane. So last tip that I'll give you, last thing I'll say, project down your lines and project across. This ensures that your measurements are correct. You follow me so far? All right, I'll stop the video.